Hello students, today I will start a new chapter coordinate geometry. You have learnt geometry in your earlier classes in which you have studied mainly Euclidean or Pythagorean geometry, and with Pythagorean or Euclidean geometry, there is no relation with the other branches of mathematics. But with the invention of coordinate geometry by René Descartes, the French mathematician, there is a relation set up with the other branches of mathematics. That is, René Descartes was the first who unified algebra with geometry. You have studied geometry, but started geometry with the concept of a point. What you have learned in Euclidean geometry? A point has no dimension. It is denoted by a dot only, and it is represented by a dot, like this dot, and denoted by any capital letter A, B, C or P, etc. But René Descartes plotted the point in a rectangular coordinate axis where he represented that point with two numbers. See, here I have taken a point P, and this point is represented by two numbers A and B. What is this two number? A is the distance of the point from y-axis, which is known as abscissa, and another number B, which is the distance from the point, distance of the point from x-axis, which is known as ordinate. Okay, now see, rectangular coordinate axis I have drawn here. This is x-axis, x o x dash, and y o y dash. These two mutually perpendicular line intersect at a point O, which is known as origin. Okay, now see, if we plot a point on the x-axis, then it is on the point is on the x-axis, that is the distance of the point from x-axis is 0, that is ordinate will be 0. So on the x-axis ordinate is 0. If we plot a point on the y-axis, if we take any point on this line y-axis, then the distance of that point from the y-axis will be 0. That is, abscissa is coming 0. So on the y-axis, abscissa is 0. Now see, a coordinate axis has 4 parts. You see, there are 4 parts. These two mutually perpendicular lines divides 4 parts, and we are taking anti-clockwise rotation. This is known as first quadrant, where both the abscissa and ordinate is positive. But in the second quadrant, you see the abscissa is negative and the ordinate is positive. In the third quadrant, both are negative. Abscissa, ordinate, both are negative. And in the fourth quadrant, you see the abscissa is positive and the ordinate is negative. You see, you have learnt it whenever you have learned to plot a point on a graph. You have learned this, that from the origin to the right side, the axis are positive, and from the origin to the left side, the axis are negative, and above x-axis, the ordinate is positive, and below x-axis the ordinate is negative. Now I'll discuss about the coordinates of a point with some examples. You see, in your book, some questions are there, 1, 2, where the points are given and you have to find out the coordinates of that point, just counting the unit of abscissa and ordinates. I am discussing something different. You see, question number 2b. In the adjoining figure, ABCD is a square whose vertex is A and with coordinate 2, 0. What to do? We have to find out the coordinates of B, C, D. That is the vertices of other vertices of that square. You know, in a square, diagonals are equal and they bisect each other at right angles. So here you see A is a point on x-axis, that is ordinate 0. This is the abscissa. This unit is 2. This is 2. Okay. As the diagonal bisect each other, so OA will be equals to OC. So OC also will be equals to 2. But the left side, the diagonal will be, the left side, the coordinate will be minus 2. So it will be minus 2, 0. Again we know that in a square, diagonals are equal. I have told it already. Diagonals are equal. So AC and BD also equal. And they bisect each other. Similarly, OB will be OD. So OB also equals to OA equals to OD. So this is also 2. This is also 2. Now, this distance is the ordinate. Distance from the x-axis, this is the ordinate. And on the y-axis, the B and D are the points on y-axis. So abscissa will be 0. So coordinates of B will be minus 2, 0, minus 2. Abscissa 0, ordinate minus 2. And D 0, plus 2. Above x-axis, this point. And for this, you see the right side of the x-axis. This is x-axis. This is x dashed, y dashed. So right side of y-axis, abscissa 0, positive, and left side of y-axis, abscissa negative. So we can write the coordinates of the points. So coordinates of B equals to 0, minus 2. Coordinates of C equals to minus 2, 0. Coordinates of D equals to 0, 2. You always write in plural coordinates because there are two things, abscissa and ordinates. Now, equation of a line. You know that if we join 2 points, we will be getting a line. Normally, it is represented with this equation y equals to mx plus c, where m is known as the slope and which is represented by tan theta. M equals to tan theta. What is theta? Theta is the inclination of the line with the positive direction of x-axis. Theta is the inclination of the line with the positive direction of x-axis. Let's see. See, I have taken different lines L1, L2, L3, and they have made angle with the positive direction of x-axis. For the line L1, you see, this is the angle. this is theta. Or for L2, this is the angle. This is not the acute angle. This is the obtuse angle. Previously it was the acute angle. Again you see, for the line L3, this is theta. This is theta. That is the positive direction of x-axis. X-axis positive direction, that is the right side. Okay. So this will be the inclination of the line with the positive direction of x-axis. So m, that is the slope of the line, can be obtained by tan of that angle. You know, tan of different angles, tan theta, tan 30, tan 45, you know, accordingly you can find out. Let's discuss some example regarding this. Determine the slope and y-intercept of the line graph for each of the following relation in xy. Question number 10 in your book. Question number 10a, 5y equals to 3x plus 4. So first what to do, we have to write the line in the form y equals to mx plus c. So 5y equals 3x plus 4. So y can be obtained by dividing with 5, then making separate, writing with this form, y equals to 3 by 5x plus 4. Now if we compare with the line mx plus c, we are getting m equals to 3 by 5 and c equals to 4. So the slope is 3 by 5 and y-intercept c, that is c, equals to 4. If we take another example, the 9x equals to 10y, 9x minus 10y equals to 4. So I am taking right side 10y, so 9 and bringing 4 to left side. So 9x minus 4 equals to 10y. Now interchanging the sides, left right conversion. So 10y will be 9x minus 4 by 10. 10y equals to 9x minus 4, that is y is coming 9x minus 4 by 10. Now separating 9x by 10 minus 4 by 10. After cancellation of the common factor 2, we are getting y equals to 9 by 10x minus 2 by 5. Here also, if you compare with the equation of the line y equals to mx plus c, we will be getting here m equals to 9 by 10 and c equals to minus 2 by 5. Now I am giving some home assignment, the homework. Question number 1 ABC, you can find out easily. Question number 2A, question number 3 all, and question number 10, the remaining two sum B and C. I am not telling to do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 because it require graph and it is difficult for me to show right now. So after opening the school, I will make it clear. But I think if you do 4, 5, 6, you can find it. No problem. Thank you.